talking, I was like, wow, am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. She kept telling the things that I do. And I was like, oh, abort. What am I doing here? But honestly, the really cool part, and thank you, Angel, for being so nice about me. And thanks for having me on. I absolutely love to connect with anyone in general, but I especially love connecting with people within Zyia. It's so fun to me. There was a time at the very beginning when we started, I was rep 92. So I've been around for a while. And there was a time where we were so small that I knew everyone. And then all of a sudden they started announcing all these names of like people, who'd rank a dance. And before we'd be like, send them a text, like, congrats on rank a dancing. And now it's like, I don't even know who's here anymore. So anyways, but I absolutely love the opportunity to connect with people, and especially in Zyia. So thanks for letting me be on this call with you guys. Angel, where are you located?
I'm in Charleston, South Carolina.
Amazing. Okay.
Never
So
been, you have to come. It's a great, it's a
I've never
beautiful.
been. I'm coming. I will come. Absolutely. Um, so, so she shared a little bit about what I do, and what maybe it feels a little bit crazy to some people, like when I talk about, like, so I actually started as a screen printing company. That was my first. I started a screen printing company about 15 years ago, and I saw like the amazing opportunity in network marketing, and I was like, I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to wait for the perfect opportunity to join a company that sells a product of something that I'm using every day, something that I'm really like, it's easy for me to share and talk about, and it's easy for me to sell, and like a community that I want to be a part of. So I literally sat back and watched all these companies come and go, people talking about them, and the day I saw Zyia active, I was like, oh yeah, that is exactly it. Because for me, it was so awesome that it was something. I mean, I was actually buying Lululemon at the time, but I was like, if this is good, I can make. Like, if it's good, then I will just switch straight over, right? I'm happy to report all my Lululemon has been sold. It's gone. But so I was like, okay, I'm going to integrate this into me working out, me on my Instagram, me at my screen printing shop. I sell to dance teams, to drill teams. That's like at my screen printing shop, we do a lot of that. So that goes hand in hand. I love the opportunity of direct sales because I was like, here is where I can help women who maybe don't want to develop a product of their own, who want to grow something. They're not exactly sure what it is. But here in Zyia, we have the opportunity to connect with other women who want to grow something. We give them a blueprint of like what that is. And we also put them in some really freaking awesome clothes that they feel good in and they're excited to share with other people. So that like went straight hand in hand. I also I do a lot of business coaching, like Angel mentioned. And guess what? So do all of you. That's congratulations. As soon as you have one person on your team, you are officially a business coach. No, but I do a lot of outside business coaching. So I do one-on-one coaching of my own, and then I offer group coaching every once in a while. I work for a Susie school currently, so I go to Colorado once a month and do that. And then but here's the thing that I want to tell you is that, it's social media is such an amazing place. And that's kind of like what Angel and I decided she's going to talk more about it. But social media has been the place where I have grown all of my businesses. It is a free tool. It is absolutely amazing. I think about the people who were in network marketing back in the day. There's a lot of people who have had so much success in network marketing, but they were like, can you come to my basement tomorrow or on Thursday night at 6? Like, can you imagine having to, number one, I never want to have to clean my house enough to have 15 people in my basement in my basement to talk about business. I'm like, no, thank you. So like that used to be a thing. I don't even know what they would do. Go deliver samples to their friends. Like, can you think of all those things? And now we have these amazing tools right at our hand called social media, where like not only can we share as often as we want, but also our reach is limitless. There are no restrictions to where you live, your friend groups, who you know, right? If you want to get to know someone, you can do that. If you're showing up on your Instagram and you're just hoping that people find you, then you're not going to grow, right? You're not going to gain new connections. You might have a person here or there come to find you, but it's a social media app for a reason. It's you need to show up and be social. So social means showing up. It means reaching out to other people. It's like you're the one who's going to host the party rather than waiting to be invited to the party. If you want to use this tool to grow your business. So the thing that I think, I guess I was trying to think of a few little tips that I could give you on how to use your Instagram, your social media in growing your business. And I don't know if anyone saw, I did a training on the Facebook page last week, the Zyia Facebook page, that was about growing community instead of, and like my big emphasis is always like, we don't want to grow an audience, we want to gain a community, right? We want to cultivate a community where people come to us and they feel like they're a part of something. One of the tips I would give you on social media is, in order to create connection, you have to show up first, right? So you have to say like, these are the things that are important to me. These are the things I love. These are my thoughts today. If you want people to give back to you and to connect with you, you have to be like open and honest about those things so that they're like, oh yeah, me too. Oh, that's a good idea. I really love that, right? Because what we want is like that 50-50 where we're sharing and they're like taking, and they're also like giving us like feedback, right? So so really showing up and dancing first. We always say like, you have to dance first. You know how like when you're in a group and like once one person gets brave enough to like be like, okay, then like the girl next to her will be like, oh yeah, okay, right? So our job on social media is to dance first. So think about the content that you're sharing. And last night, actually, a leg of my team had a call, and I always feel really bad saying this to you guys or to anyone, because I don't want it to be like a negative thing. Because showing up on your Instagram is like, I'm proud of you for that. But if you're showing up and you're saying like, look how cute these leggings are, new releases tomorrow at 11, or I love this bra, and that's what you're doing, like you are a catalog. You are simply a catalog, and you might get some sales here and there. But that is not community. That is not something that's going to make people fall in love with you. They can buy from any rep they want. They can buy at Target. They can buy at Lululemon. They can buy product wherever they want. But once they feel connected to you, they are going to buy because they love you, and they're going to like listen to the recommendations that you give them. So I would say really create those relationships by having posting things that create that connection, like I talked about. Consistency on social media is huge. So if you the people that you remember and you think about that you see on Instagram, chances are they're showing up regularly in your feed. I like to think about it like email marketing, right? It's like you have companies in your email that like never let you forget them. So anytime your brain's like, oh, I need this, and then it's like, oh yeah, and you can get this here, it comes into your mind because they're never letting you forget them. If people see you show up on Instagram like 1 or 2 times a week, maybe in your stories, which stories are going to be like the best, easiest way to feel connected to you and to connect to other people. But if you're showing up consistently, then it's like, oh yeah, of course, like I need some leggings. Oh yeah, Chelsea talks about leggings every single morning. I should ask her what her favorites are, right? So we want to make sure that we are fresh on people's minds. And also, I think especially in network marketing, this is so important because you know that there's so many people who say like they sign up for a company and all of a sudden they're like, hi, I'm going to talk about or like, hi, I am obsessed with this. This is my favorite thing. I'm going to I am so excited. You got to get some of this. And then guess what? Nobody buys it that day. So guess what they do? They stop talking about it. And so then guess what we all do? I knew it. I knew she was lying. I knew she was just trying to make $1 off of me, right? I talked about Zyia for 1 year, 1 whole year before my best friend actually even bought a pair of leggings from me. And do you want to know what she said? You actually like those leggings, don't you? And I was like, yep, I turns out I actually do. So consistency doesn't just let people know like that they can count on us to, feel connected to. But also what it does is it shows that you actually care about the products that you're talking about and that the company you belong to. So if you want people to take you seriously when you're putting it out there, then you have to show up consistently and for like not a week. And if no one shows up in a week, that's okay. Like it takes time for them to get to a place where they trust what you're giving them. But don't give up, keep going. And then also like I think I like be yourself, have fun, show up. Like if you don't like yourself, if you're not having fun, no one else is having fun with you, right? So that's huge for me. I can always tell the people on social media who like are like showing up because they feel like they need to show up or they should show up. But like there's also the people that are just like there to have fun. They're there to like actually share. Like I could tell you anything on my desk why I would tell you to buy it because it's like really fun for me to share those things, right? I'm not like I have zero expectations. I don't care if you buy it or not, but I'm going to share because I really truly love to share the things that I love. And that's I think that can come across to people. So if you're showing up on Instagram and you're like expecting for people, you have these expectations, you're placing them on people, it's going to be a big turnoff to them. And so show up with like no expectations, exactly as yourself. The more comfortable you get, the more you do video, the more you're posting, the more comfortable you're going to be and the more fun it will be because you can actually like go on there and be yourself. So I think that Angel put my Instagram in the chat. So you are welcome to like come over there and ask me any questions if you have any questions for me, or I'm happy to take a couple of questions too now while I'm here.
What is She School, by the way? I saw that. I
Oh,
saw
Susie School?
Susie School. I saw it last
Yeah.
time. I saw it this time. I'm like, wait, I need to ask her. What is
Hmm.
it? It looks so
Yeah.
fun.
So it's just it's a business retreat for anyone in business. So we host them typically about once a month in Colorado. It's like a 3 day experience, I guess I would say, but it's a deep dive into self and business and super awesome.
Awesome. Yes, I will. I definitely will look into that. And I love Chelsea does such a great job of showing so many things. Like I just think that's so important. She's not just sitting there talking about Zyia, but she's wearing Zyia. I mean, look at her cute
Yeah.
city right now. I mean, you don't have to sit here and say Zyia, 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 but she does such a great job. She shares so many different things. So it's just she's really great at it. I'm really excited that you were able to share. I love all the tips.
You're so nice. And honestly, I think that's a really important thing. My child is like
No, so
waving at
cute.
you. What is happening? I think that is actually, I think that's really important to talk about is the fact that like not about me, but giving yourself permission to show up in with all of you. A lot of times in this industry, what can happen is that you all of a sudden feel like you're defined by Zyia. You're defined by maybe your successful months or your not successful months. You're defined by if people are buying from you or they're not buying from you. And I see it all the time in and not just Zyia, but in every single network marketing company. If you don't show up as a full whole person, you will feel not like a full whole person. And that's not just actually in social media, that is every single day in your business. So like I feel really 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 fortunate that I have really focused on finding like exactly like who I am, what my message is, what I actually really want to bring to the world, what I want to give to my team or my clients or whatever. And then I've been growing my Zyia business like as I've done that. A lot of people get in this industry and they get in the industry and maybe they'll find really quick success and all of a sudden they're like resentful because they're like, I'm actually more than leggings. Like I'm more than Zyia. And that is absolutely the truth. And so the more that you can be rooted in that that you are more than your rank advancement, you are more than your personal volume, you are more than all those things, and bring all of you to your business. Like we are us, and then we're going to bring ourselves to the business. We're not relying on the business to make us whole, right? So I know that's probably way deeper than you probably thought about me like showing up on Instagram, right? in all these different things. But I just really am passionate about bringing all of me, so that I feel whole regardless of whatever. Right. Okay.
I love that. Man. That's
Do
awesome.
I have a posting formula calendar? You know what? No, actually, I don't. There's a lot of, and this is really dependent on your personality. So if you are someone who needs to be planned out, and like the idea of flying by the, how whatever you feel like talking about in the morning, if that feels uncomfortable to you, then I would 100% recommend you creating some sort of content calendar. uh it's really the easiest way to do that. So I have a lot of clients that, yeah, we take this time and we're like, we plan out what they're going to do, because that allows them to get into their creative mind. For me, my creative mind is like, if I feel free and I don't feel like pressure, then I am like, okay, what do I feel like sharing today? Or like, what could someone benefit from hearing today? And then I just like lean into that and go for it. But if you're going to create like a formula or a calendar, then I would kind of look at the things that are important to you to share. So it like 30% of your feed could be filled with Zyia. So that's either like team stuff, that is straight up selling, that is just sharing your favorite products, right? So like 30% of it. The other 70% should be like things like maybe a motivational quote, maybe you like to cook, maybe you're sharing recipes, maybe you love to run, maybe you love lifestyle, like so motherhood, maybe you're an amazing organizer, maybe like whatever it is. Sharing all of that other value is going to keep people there and keep people like invested. And so I just like have them write down the main things. Sometimes those main things would also be like what you would put in your highlight bubbles on Instagram, and then just literally rotate through those in your posts. So it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? So you have 5 things, and then the next week you're going to go back to talking about team, talking about, organizing, talking about, and then just like, so if that is helpful to you to have like a little bit of structure, you can totally do that. Is Instagram my favorite platform, or is it the same for Facebook VIP? Okay, so I say I treat my Instagram page like a VIP page. So I have like a decent community there on Instagram. And so for me, that's how I treat it. But that if you have a great Facebook VIP page, yes, that's exactly what you would be doing. You'd be, you're like educating, you're entertaining, you're adding value, you're connecting. So all of that in your Facebook VIP page. The cool part about if you have a Facebook VIP page, the cool part about that is that that people are there because they're interested in buying Zyia as well. Like I have a big community of people, but like I know that they're there for way more than just Zyia, which is like fun for me, but also it's like, it's funny because I like posted a link to like pink disposable masks today, a little bit after I had swiped up to like some of the leggings I was wearing today. And I was cracking up because I was like, if only people would swipe up on the leggings like they swipe up on the masks, you know what I mean? But so I mean, if you have a VIP Facebook group, like sweet, awesome, like take advantage of that. That's a great thing to do. I just don't really have the bandwidth to focus on my Instagram and another VIP page, but I just treat it like that on Instagram. Any other questions?
I have a question, but I like to talk, not
Yeah,
type.
great.
How, like, I feel like now all of a sudden, like now there's stories and like I had personal Instagram page like forever that I would just, post pictures, whatever. And then I made a separate Zyia one, which like now, like I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. We all made that mistake. It's fine.
Yeah. But like, how do you decide like what you're going to put as a picture versus like a story?
Okay.
I'm always like,
that's a good question. That's a good question. Okay. So here's typically what I would do. So if it's going to be more than like 3 slides for me to talk about it in my Insta stories, then I'm going to put it into a post. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to have 17 little ticks telling the same story, because no one wants to listen to me talk that long. Right. So if it's going to take more than 3 slides, I would put it into a post or an IGTV. So I can sit and I can like tell this story, this experience, and have an IGTV, and that's actually going to hit a whole nother like a whole nother group of people also when like if it goes to an IGTV. Now, what I also recommend you doing is if you're posting like a lengthy, wordy post with a caption that's really long in your Instagram, like in as a post, then you'll go into your stories and you'll be like, sorry, my dog's barking at the door. But then you'll go into your stories and you'll say like, hey, I just shared this on Instagram, like, let me know what you think. So you want to kind of cross, like, what's the word I'm trying to say? Like cross promote your stories and your feed. So that the people, Millie, quiet. So the people who are only watching your stories, then you're going to send them over to your feed. Like if you have a longer post in your feed, like kind of give them a brief little, like clip it to what it is that you were sharing about. Maybe give them a poll somewhere that they can like slide the bar, they can vote, any of those type of things that will increase your engagement. And then, does that answer your question?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I'm not even like into the Instagram TV yet. But
Okay. Yeah.
But like, I mean, I just haven't like put a lot of focus on Instagram just because I'm like so busy with my Facebook stuff. But
Yeah.
like I've always had my personal Instagram, but I just haven't like just done much with this here. But I'm sometimes like, oh, like I have a picture to post. Should I put it in my story or should I just put it like, but then like I know that you should put like slides so people slide through your posts and
Yeah.
like
So if
the whole
it's
thing.
just a picture, the cool part about Instagram stories is that it can be super interactive. So like get to know you on a deeper level. I'm guessing, Joel, like you feel more connected to me because you like know my tone of voice, you know what I'm like, my inflections, you know, like, you know what I mean? You see me, you go with me like to get a soda or in the car wash, like something like that. So if you like have something that you want to post like just like a picture, then yeah, post it in your feed.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, like this should be like taking advantage of, like I have twin girls that are, and I told them I'm on a call, so make sure, like usually they're gone. Can you hear the music like blasting? What is even happening? I'm like, okay, you guys, thank you. Anyway, speaking of this girl, does anyone know who this is? The driver license girl? Olivia something. We just printed sweatshirts for her last week at the shop, and now my kids basically think I'm famous. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm a cool for 14-year-olds. Anyways, I'm sorry, off track. But so if it's going to add value, if the picture that you want to share is going to add value that might spark interest for the business to someone who's just hanging out in your Instagram, then do it. Right? That's what I kind of think of. It's like you don't have, if you don't have the bandwidth to go to Instagram and go to Facebook and all of those things, obviously we don't want to force you to like into burnout. But if you have people that are just like sitting there that just don't, that like whatever you share or talk about with that has to do with your business might give them like more insight or open up to like, oh yeah, they would be interested in doing this with you, then like it's totally worth it.
Mhm.
Allison is nervous.
I think a good rule of thumb too is look at who you like on Instagram and who it's your vibe, and kind of not mimic them by any means, but just like when I look at certain people, I'm like, this is annoying. I don't like this, and that's what I don't do. But the stuff I feel like is this stuff I'm like, yeah, that's who I am. Like you just gotta find your voice and what makes you different. But definitely don't make it all Zyia. Definitely don't post all these generic pictures, which I know I love you guys, but I know some of you do that a lot, and people are gonna just glaze over it.
Put those in your stories. Yes, do the new releases. Any of the stock photos belong in your stories. That's a great place for them, especially because like, I mean, we have to get those pictures out to people before we can get them in the mail because they sell out, right? So those stock photos would be amazing. Now, here's what I would recommend for you. So if even if you created like something like a little image that was like new releases, blah, blah. And then you had like carousel with the photos of the new releases. That is better than just posting like the new release image on your social media, because, or like a picture of you, like, or a video of you, like, jumping or dancing or like clapping your hands or whatever it is. Like, this is how I feel about new releases. Like, swipe through to see what we released today. Something fun that like looks, you know what I mean? That isn't just like another catalog from another Zyia rep is really, really smart.
Awesome. Anything
Well,
else?
thank you so much for having me on
Thank
here.
you so much. Really appreciate your time.
Yeah,
Definitely follow her and
yeah.
get motivated and just, yeah, thanks so much.
Good luck, you guys.
Hopefully
Okay.
see you soon.
Yes.
Thanks.
See you.
Everybody else, stay on. We got a few more things real quick. That was awesome. These are our fun calls, and I try to want them to keep them kind of short, but it's already 7:30, so I have a bunch of stuff really quick just to share. First of all, I wanted to shout out Heather, who just made director. Oh my gosh, in less than 2 months, Heather. Like mind blown.
Mine too.
My first 2 months, I didn't even know what our junior rep was. Love it. So great, girl. I'm so excited for you. And Christine, who got junior rep today, freaking awesome, girl. I know Randy, you're right behind her. Who else? There's like 4 or 5 people like this close to major stuff. I cannot wait for this month. And we've got so many people. We've got Sarah and Heidi going to Mexico. I'm going. I just need 1 point. It's coming this week. Kayla is right behind me. I mean, like, we are doing this. I want all of us, as many as possible, to go to Mexico. It is still doable. You're going to have to bust your ass if you don't have any points, but it is. It's totally doable. You just need to advance. What are you saying, Sarah?
I just want to remind everyone, like, it's so doable. Like, I got my 50 points in January. This month, I've gotten 10.
Yeah.
Like, there's still a whole nother month ahead. Like,
even
you
if
can get 50 points in a month.
Even if you only have a few points, I know there's some of you that only have a few. Doesn't matter. Keep going.
Doesn't matter.
Keep going. You just gotta work hard, and you just plan it out and party your butt off, and it will happen. They say if you have 7 parties, you should get a rep after every 7 parties. So just keep that in mind. And if you do 12 to 15 parties in a month, you should become director. So there's like little things like that you can totally strategize on it. So if you want to get to Mexico, we can do it. Let's get there. Any other shout outs or I've got my new hoodie on. Anybody anything cool they want to show really quick that they got in the mail they're excited about?
No, the post office is delaying my packages.
Yes, that's going on.
I am Angel, so excited about this hoodie. I may or may not have worn it for the second day of the.
Oh, I love that hoodie. That is one of my favorites.
That's Christine.
I am obsessed with it.
Christine got me obsessed.
Literally, someone asked me the other day if I was willing to sell mine. I was like, no. Like,
I know. I had to go on the out of stock page, and this lady just so happened to message me and was like, I have a small. I got the extra small and it fit, so I have a small. I was like, I will pay right now. Like, tell me what to do. I need this sweatshirt.
And y'all.
Also, like, camo jacket. I'm not kidding. With all the rain, I like kept wearing. I'm like, I've worn this thing now for like a week. Like every day I've put it on, and like every time I was in like my food group or I was doing something for work, and I was on a Zoom call, I was like, I have this jacket on again. Like, these people must think I'm crazy. But the upside was, I was like, well, the good news is it doesn't smell. I've had it on for a week. Like, doing good. Like, this is awesome. But that camo jacket, I'm obsessed with. Like, it's. I had to buy other jackets. Like, I literally went and spent money to buy other things that were long sleeve.
Y'all totally said that in the live too. Like, and it doesn't even smell, Kathleen.
Yeah.
Like, the Joplin leggings, y'all. The Joplin leggings. They're about to not stop, but Heidi was wearing them the other day. Oh my God!
How cute was she?
They're so cute.
Good.
Everybody get them before they get.
They were not even on my radar, and now they are totally on my radar. I have to have them.
They are a must. I think they're going to be a must have. They look like pants. They look like a nice dressy pant. Like, they are super cool. Okay. So other things real quick, y'all, I'm so pumped. I'm getting my act together, finally getting my act together. We have our team website, and I say this all the time, but please use our team website. It's got everything you need in life and more, hopefully. It has our team calendar. It has links to all of our events. So please use that. But we are going to launch 2 new big things next month. One is a success, well, we're calling it a Rise Up in 60 to go along with our Rise and Shine program, where if you are a new rep, you can spend 8 weeks and we will get you rocking and rolling. Our goal is to get you to be senior rep or director by the end of the program. Anybody that's new, I mean, even if you've been doing this a while and you want to get your business jump started, you're welcome to do it. It's not going to be something where we have Zoom calls. It's a step-by-step program. It's going to be really, really cool. And there's just a bunch of cool stuff going on. So that's going to start March the 1st. There is going to be a mega party associated with it and a lot of other cool stuff. So if you want to be part of the program, I'll share more. I would love to have you. That's exciting. Heidi created a new rep checklist that is now on our website under the new rep guide. And it's the first thing you can download it. This is amazing. I wish I had done this for everybody early on, but definitely utilize this. Send your new reps to get to the new rep page on the website, get them to get this checklist and do it, because it's really great. Sarah posted a party checklist I'm going to add to the website as well, which was amazing. Again, we're getting it together. I apologize for it taking a little bit longer. And then once we're done with the Rise Up program, we're going to do our Rise and Shine again in April. So we're about to finish this week is our last call. So if any of you are part of it, tomorrow night's our last call. We have Jeremiah Bradley on the call. I am so pumped because he is incredible, Aaron's husband. And these guys get to pick, somebody in that group is going to be able to pick the winning prize for our incentives for the month, which, remember, it was the Amazon display or the Samsung Galaxy or a $50 Zyia credit. So I'm giving those away. The only thing I need from all of you guys is if you have done any $600 parties this month, if you would just email or message me and let me know, and I will I can't find those as, I'm sorry, I'm gonna mute you guys real quick. I can't find you as easily in the backend system. So if you've done any $600 parties, just message me. You can do it on Sunday and let me know how many you have booked for the month. And then I will put that. And then our incentives, remember, are an entry. They're not the number one person with the most entries wins. It is by entry. So all of you have a chance to win that prize. So that's going to be really cool. And then I'm really, really pumped. We're going to do another trip this winter in November, a team trip. Last year, Tev organized one for us to do Memphis, which was so much fun. The few of us that were able to go, that was so fun. And while we were there, we were kind of brainstorming where we want to go, and we are going to go to the Florida Keys. Whoop, 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 whoop. We're going to get warm, tropical. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be November. Hopefully everybody is safe from COVID then, and it's so doable to get there, guys. I'm going to cover you now. The only thing I'll say is this is for my first line team members, my first line. So if you are signed up under me, you can win this trip. However, Sarah, Hope, and Heidi and all those guys might do something as well. But if you are on my team, you just have to advance to, if you're not advanced at all, you just have to make it to director by the end of May, and you will and keep that director position until November. But you will be going to the Keys. You will have a place in the Keys for the weekend. If you are a director, you hit senior director by the end of May. If you're a senior director, hit exec by the end of May. And if you're exec and you want to go for Zyia exec, but that's where I am. So I got to hit that by the end of May to get on the trip, right? Then a bonus is if anybody does the Rise and Shine programs, either this time or next time, and they graduate from it, which it does take a little work to graduate. Not everybody is graduating. You will get a bonus night in the Keys and a special celebration party. So I want us all to be there. Everybody on my first line, and I know Sarah and Sarah and Randy, who I was walking with earlier, they will figure out what's going on in their world, but it should be a lot of fun. So I'm super pumped about that trip. I am going to, with the new Rise Up program, I'm going to stop doing power hours every month or every Monday, but I'm still going to do one call a month that will be available, just an open call, anybody have any questions. And then I'm going to have one Monday that's dedicated to team calls. So anybody who wants to do set up a call and have questions answered. So I'm going to work on that and share you guys that information. And then our calls next month are awesome. We have Christine is going to talk to us about some social media skills. She's a master at Facebook. She's a master at so many things, all things social media, especially as it involves Facebook. So she's going to train us on our first team call, which is the second Tuesday of the month at noon. And then Sarah Anderson, who is our main team leader on Team Papaya, will be our motivational Zyia rep speaker on the nighttime call we do on the fourth Tuesday of the month. So I think that is all I have. Oh, base camp, y'all. I'm so excited. I just announced it on our team page. Base camp is next weekend, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend on Saturday. It is Zyia's mini summit. And I will say, before I went to mini summit last March, like I said, I had no idea of what I was doing. I wasn't planning on selling Zyia. It was just this little hobby for me. That event changed my whole trajectory with Zyia. It really got me so fired up. I wish it was in person. I think that you do lose a little bit of that, because for me, it was seeing 1,000 people in this room from all over who were so jacked up about Zyia. And also they had such a good, well-rounded group of people speaking. I mean, there was one girl, I love sharing the stories. One girl who was like, she had major surgery, all this stuff happened. She was in the hospital for months and months and months. She was a Zyia rep, and her team was like there for her. They kept on checking on her. They came and visited her. She said when she was first able to put on clothes after her surgery, she put on Zyia clothes, like, and it made her feel so great. Like I was bawling. And like, she had just like really embraced it. And that's what this business is. Like, the money is amazing. It keeps getting more and more. But for me, and obviously the clothes are really incredible, but for me, it's this group, it's my customers. It is what this business has brought to me. And that's what it's about. So I know that they'll do a great job sharing all those different stories. I know they have a lot of good speakers. So if you're not in Charleston, please plan on watching it. It's only $29. You'll get a couple of things with it. They'll do giveaways. It will be well worth it. They are going to record it so you can rewatch it. They do start it out where you have to be a director in the morning, and in the afternoon it goes up. But Charleston, we're going to get together at Sarah's house. I just sent it out. Becky Burke and our team is going to do a yoga class, and then we're going to do that. I also want to do a fun reel video with you guys, so we're going to have a lot of fun that day. But please plan to come to that if you are in Charleston. We'd love to have you, even if you come for a couple hours. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And then Zyia's Summit hopefully will be in Utah. It's normally in September, and for sure, all of us have to get there. It is so incredible. You really will. The coolest thing is you see everybody in all those Zyia clothes, and you're like, oh my God, I want that. Like, it's so fun. But it is so worth it. And it's just amazing, y'all. This business is just taken off. And I mean, it's just, I just see everything happening for me and our lives. And it's like, oh my gosh. So just keep on going, keep on doing what you're doing. Be consistent, be positive, have fun with it. If you need anything, let me know, let your upline know. I'm just so excited. Like, we are rocking and rolling. I'm incredibly blessed with this team, and hopefully you guys feel the same. So on that note, anybody have anything else they want to share, chime in? No? All right, I'm gonna go cheer on my kids. Thanks, guys. I will see you when I see you. I'll see a bunch of you tomorrow night for our leadership last call, and love you. Bye.
Bye.